Hey, so today is day 17, but I'm doing a video for day 16 and 17. I don't know if you can kind of see it behind me. It's dark outside. I said a while ago that I've been getting in later and later, and it's mostly because I get up early and there's a lot to see after class, and I just want to see it all. So I come in kind of late and try to do a video every night. So yeah, so day 16 and 17, we did African Americans in Paris. We kind of studied Hughes, Baldwin, and Josephine Baker, all three very influential and well-known African Americans in history. So in the first day, we covered Baldwin and Hughes. Both of them are very big and well-known writers. Their time in Paris was kind of a 50-year difference between the times. So, but they did experience much of the same issues. It was interesting, really seeing how for the lost generation, it was very their time in Paris was very much about leisure and really getting to the heart of their creativity in writing, whereas African Americans, it wasn't like that at all. They very much came with little to nothing, both men, and had to really find ways to survive. Most days they would eat like a croissant and coffee, and that would be their meal for the day. Um, but I think between the Lost Generation and African American writers in Paris, I think both were seeking the same thing, but it wasn't the same road to achieve those things. I think I had a deeper connection with uh, Baldwin, mostly because I didn't know Baldwin's work um, at all, really. I knew some Hughes, but I think I connected with his work a lot because of his history and his reason for coming to Paris. You know, he moved out of his home in New York to I think the the he moved to Greenwich Village. Yes, he moved to Greenwich Village. Baldwin moved to Greenwich Village when he was 19, um, and began to write. He was making a living, but when he tried to move back to his home in Brooklyn, he didn't feel like he connected. You know, he didn't feel like he connected with the whites in Greenwich Village, and he didn't feel like he connected with the people in Brooklyn. So he moved to Paris, holding a lot of animosity and anger towards society and who he was, and a lot of issues that I really understand, coming from the inner city and going to Boston College. I've experienced that thing, so I really connected with that, and it was really interesting to me because I never knew that. Um, then today we did Josephine Baker, and I mean, I think I had my mind blown just a little bit because as an African American, I think she's always portrayed to younger African Americans as an amazing dancer and performer, and that's who she was. And I don't doubt that at all. But today we were able to see just how much, like, how she was basically used, and she didn't have a problem with that. And again, I think looking back on it, I understand as an African American coming from where she came from, which was basically nothing, and trying to be successful, wanting to be successful, and trying to maintain her success. She did whatever it needed to be done. So, she became an image of sexuality and uh, um, sexuality, basically, like African American sexuality in Paris, and she let photographers and choreographers just use her and capitalize on her image. And then when her money began to run out, she bleached her skin to appear more white. And so when she first started performing, she was a very barbaric, animalistic person performer. And as her career progressed, she became an elegant, kind of almost white woman that the Parisian market wanted to see, but it really just bothered me. And so I think after today, I want to question, African Americans' places in society back then, because, you know, society history gives us one image, and I think it's important for me as an African American who is trying to make something of himself and trying to do something, uh, to really understand the history of African Americans both in Europe and America and South America, anywhere. So that's really what I learned today. Um, a lot of thought, taking place, a lot of thinking and writing. But yeah, till next time.